Hello everyone, have a great day. Here's another problem. M to the power of 5 plus m to the power of 4 plus m to the power of 3 plus m squared plus m is equal to -1. Find all the 5 values of m. So here's the solution. First, let's bring down the given equation. Now, for this, we can take -1 to the other side so that the right side will be equal to 0. So this is now m to the power of 5 plus m to the power of 4 plus m cubed plus m squared plus m plus 1 equals 0. Now let's pair this. This is the first pair, second pair, and the third pair. Every pair, we need to identify the common so that we can factor. Now, for the first pair, we have m to the power of 5 plus m to the power of 4. So the common here is simply m to the power of 4. For this, the lowest degree will be our common. So now let's factor. So m to the power of 4 times m to the power of 5 divided by m to the power of 4. 5 minus 4, that is 1. So we're left with m. And then positive m to the power of 4 divided by m to the power of 4. This is equal to 1. And that is plus 1. Next pair, we have m cubed plus m squared. The common here is m squared. So plus m squared times m cubed divided by m squared, that is m, plus m squared divided by m squared, that is 1. Now, next pair is m plus 1. The common here is 1. So plus 1 times m divided by 1, that is m, plus 1 divided by 1, that is 1, equals 0. Now, if you observe, we have the common m plus 1, m plus 1, and m plus 1. So we need to take it out. So m plus 1 times the remaining, we have m to the power 4 plus m squared plus 1 equals 0. Next thing we can do is, for the inside, we have m to the power of 4 plus m squared plus 1. We need to add and subtract m squared to make it a perfect equation. So this is now m plus 1 times m to the power 4 plus m squared plus 1 plus m squared minus m squared equals 0. So what's what I have said? We need to add and subtract m squared to make it a perfect equation. Now, this is already a perfect equation. What we need to do, this m to the power 4, we can write it as m squared to the power of 2. So this is now m plus 1 times m squared whole to the power of 2. Plus, for this, m squared plus m squared, that is 2m squared. And then plus 1, and then minus m squared equals 0. Now, for this part, we have m squared whole to the power of 2 plus 2m squared plus 1. This is an identity. Let's recall we have an identity, a plus b whole to the power of 2, which is also equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So if you observe, they are the same. So this is an identity, a plus b whole to the power of 2. And for that, we can write it as m plus 1 times m squared plus 1 whole to the power of 2 minus m squared equals 0. For this, we have also an identity, a squared minus b squared, which is also equal to a plus b times a minus b. So for this, we can write it as m plus 1 times m squared plus 1 plus m times m squared plus 1 minus m equals 0. Now for this, we can have three equations. First is m plus 1 equals 0. Another is m squared plus, let's write it, plus m plus 1 equals 0. Other one is m squared minus m plus 1 equals 0. So these are the three equations. Now, let's solve for our first equation. We have m plus 1 is equal to 0. And this is m is equal to negative 1. So this is our first value of m, which is negative 1. Another equation is we have m squared plus m plus 1 equals 0. So this is a quadratic equation. To get the values of m, we can use the quadratic formula. But before that one, let's identify the values of a, b, and c. For a, we have 1. For b, we have 1. And for c, we have 1 also. And the quadratic formula is m is equal to negative b, positive negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And then m is equal to negative times b, that is 1. So negative 1. Positive negative square root of 1 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 all over 2 times a, that is 1. And then m is equal to negative 1 positive negative square root of 1 squared, that is 1. Negative 4 times 1 times 1, that is negative 4 or minus 4. All over 2 times 1, that is 2. Next, this is m equals negative 1 positive negative square root of 1 minus 4, that is negative 3, all over 2. And for this square root of negative 3, we can split this into square root of 3 times square root of negative 1. So that is m equals negative 1 positive negative square root of 3 times square root of negative 1 all over 2. And this is m is equal to negative 1 positive negative square root of 3 times the square root of negative 1 is equal to I. So this is I all over 2. And for this, we can have two values of m. M is equal to negative 1 plus square root of 3i all over 2. The other one is m is equal to negative 1 minus square root of 3i all over 2. So this is the second value of m and the third value of m. So overall, as of now, we have three values of m. Again, m is equal to negative 1. And then m is equal to negative 1 plus square root of 3i all over 2. Another is m is equal to negative 1 minus square root of 3i all over 2. Now we still have 2 remaining. So what we need to do, let's solve for the third equation. And that is m squared minus m plus 1 equals 0. So now let's solve for our third equation. M squared minus m plus 1 is equal to 0. So we need to identify the values of a, b, and c. For a, that is 1. For b, that is negative 1. For c, that is positive 1. Now the quadratic formula, same. M is equal to negative b, positive negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And then m is equal to negative b, that is negative 1. So negative times negative 1. Positive negative square root of b squared, that is negative 1 squared, minus 4 times a, that is 1, times c, that is 1 also. All over 2 times a, that is 1. And this is m is equal to negative times negative 1, that is positive 1. Positive negative square root of negative 1 squared, that is 1. Negative 4 times 1 times 1, that is negative 4. All over 2 times 1, that is 2. Next, this is m is equal to 1 positive negative square root of 1 minus 4, that is negative 3. all over 2. And we can split square root of negative 3 into m is equal to 1 positive negative square root of 3 times square root of negative 1 all over 2. And this is m equals 1 positive negative square root of 3 times the square root of negative 1 that is equivalent to I. So all over 2. Now for this, we can have two values of m. First, m is equal to 1 plus square root of 3i all over 2. Another one is m equals 1 minus square root of 3i all over 2. So these are the two remaining values of m. Again, m is equal to 1 plus square root of 3i all over 2. Another is m is equal to 1 minus square root of 3i all over 2. Therefore, the five values of m are the following. M is equal to negative 1, m is equal to negative 1 plus square root of 3i all over 2, m is equal to negative 1 minus square root of 3i all over 2, m is equal to 1 plus square root of 3i all over 2, and the last one is m is equal to 1 minus square root of 3i all over 2. And that's all for today. For more exciting videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to Fun with Maths.